Many moons ago, before Part 7 came out, Araki released his top 10 favourite JoJo characters, and yes, while I'm as amazed as you are that he prefers Shigechi to Dio, it turned out that Josuke was his favourite character in the entire series. So, why does Araki like him so much exactly? In an interview, he said that he considered Josuke a friend, while Jotaro was more of someone you would admire as a hero, and this is very true. Part 4 is one of the only parts where the cast aren't travelling across vast amounts of land, with Josuke going about his everyday life despite the danger around him. There's a lot of downtime, and this allows us to appreciate the personality of the characters, liking them not just as a hero but as actual people. A bunch of teenagers goofing off with some money schemes and talking about stupid shit is something we can all relate to, so instantly when looking back at Josuke, the memories are ones of fondness. From looking at his design, the correlation it has to stereotypical Japanese delinquents is immediately recognisable, and this is admittedly an important part of his personality. Josuke isn't the most well-behaved kid, and this is reflected by how intimidating he manages to be in the face of the enemy at times. Without a doubt, Jotaro nailed the whole "I'm gonna kick your ass" thing, which is part of the reason he's so iconic, but there are some complaints that in Part 3 he's too serious. Josuke fixes this by mixing humour and badassery into a well-rounded package while still bringing something new to the table. He's much more hot-headed than his predecessor, being quick to get angry, worried, etc. depending on the situation. That isn't really a good thing, and having these character flaws of his made clear allows for us to steadily see him evolve throughout the story. The previous two protagonists of JoJo were naturally born to fit the role, with Jotaro kicking ass as soon as he could walk and Joseph having a very solid grasp of Hamon despite not having training. Josuke shows us an experience far more than Jotaro ever did, and it's satisfying to see him learn from his mentor in arcs such as Let's Go Hunting and Crazy Diamond Is Unbreakable. As enjoyable as seeing Josuke kick ass or mess around is, his kindness is one of his traits that stands out the most to me. He's a character that fully embraces his virtuousness and never kills a single person throughout the part, perhaps due to the fact that he's experienced death himself, not wanting to bestow the grief he felt on anyone else. Again, I think that a lot of this is because emphasis is put on the fact that he's a teenager from seeing his everyday activities, and he's also the youngest protagonist to date. His innocence fully encapsulates the idea of the golden heart of Morioh that Joseph mentions at the end. I feel that Josuke's character fits perfectly with the themes that Part 4 tries to push, and it makes me appreciate it all the more. As an aside, I really appreciate how Crazy Diamond's ability corresponds with Josuke's personality. Star Platinum was an interesting reflection of Jotaro's pent-up rage, Killer Queen is a perfect match for Kira's desire to stay hidden with the lyrics of the song foreshadowing events of the part, and Crazy Diamond's healing suits the kindness that Josuke has. There's nothing that special about it, but I love seeing this kind of relationship between the stand and its users. It helps me further understand them. Josuke is relatable. He simultaneously manages to be a hero as well as an everyday teenager, and this helps me connect with him and become more invested in the part. I love Josuke, and hopefully you do too. Thanks for watching folks, I'll see you next time.